Best Irish music on irishradio.org with Jerry Byrne.
Irish Radio, I'm Jerry Byrne. Since lockdown, the onset of COVID and the current situation we find ourselves in, I've been speaking to many of the great and the good in music. My next guest is a gentleman who recorded his very first full-length album when he was aged only 12. He stormed onto the music scene. He's from a small place in West Cork called Rossmore. I'm delighted to say hello to the one and only Conor O'Mahony. Conor, how are you?
Hello, Jerry. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Not bad at all. Conor, listen, lovely to catch up with you. Now, as well as doing the music, you're currently in university, a student.
I am, yes. I'm going to UCC, University College Cork. I'm hoping to become a history and geography teacher.
Great stuff. I'm assuming that the course is online.
Online, yeah. It's all online. Ever since September, it was all online.
Right.
On over the computer.
Listen, how do you find that? I mean, is it much of a change from Benning University, or are you able to do the course at the lectures pretty much similar?
It's a bit of a change, all right, I suppose, but it has its benefits and it has its downsides. When you're above, you pick up on a way more things, like you're up with your friends and you're up talking to people, and you wouldn't miss out on as many things like assignments and those sorts of things. You know what's going on. Whereas on the computer, there's a lot of, you'd have to click in on different things, and there's more going on the computer. There's more you could miss out on.
Okay.
But with regards to lectures, it's not too bad, because if you miss one, they're all recorded and you can go back on them again. So it's handy enough that way.
Right, okay. Just it was interesting perspective. Now, Conor, you recorded your very first album when you were just 12 years of age.
That's right, yeah. 12 years old. I was all into kind of folk music that time, the Dubliners and those kind of bands.
Yes, I kind of gathered that by some of the songs on it. It's a slightly sort of a different style. Now, you were playing in a band, Conor O'Mahony band, which yourself and your father, that was pre-COVID.
That was pre-COVID, yeah. We used to do kind of small dance halls and pubs and things around Cork, and a small bit of Kerry as well.
Right, good stuff. Excellent. You used to do social dancing and all of that?
Social dancing and, social dancing, that bit of stuff, yeah.
Right, that's cracking stuff. Now, since I'll have to say your voice has matured mighty since you recorded the album, and not saying there was anything wrong with the album whatsoever, but there's a huge change in your voice from back then to now, and you've recorded a number of songs since Fox on the Run, also Ross Carberry, In My Dreams.
Yeah, well, I've a couple of songs out since the album. Yeah, Ross Carberry, In My Dreams seems to have done very well. It's kind of a number one hit, really. Indeed,
it went an absolute storm for you. Now, another one, which is a self-penned composition, I must say, I've been playing, and it's proving incredibly popular, particularly in the times we have in it. It's called Staying at Home Tonight.
Staying at Home Tonight, yeah. I wrote it I actually think it's about a year now. So I wrote it last April. I started writing it, and I was kind of chipping away at it all during the lockdown, and then at Christmas we were heading into another lockdown over here, so I put a last verse on it and I said I'd record it. And I got to the studio just before things started to close up again.
Excellent.
And I done the video and all myself. I done the filming and sent it off to another fellow to edit it, and we got it up then. We're very lucky with it.
Excellent, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, because I know many people are saying it was pretty tough to try and record anything, try and do videos and things like that in the circumstances of COVID and all that, it caused massive problems.
Oh, definitely, yeah. There's a lot of people caught up by it, yeah. There's a lot of work in it.
Indeed. And the song, I must say, very, very clever, about staying at home tonight and FaceTiming the neighbours and all this sort of thing.
Oh, thanks, sure, yeah. Yeah, well, it's kind of what was going on at the time. There was a lot of, if you could try and think back to this time last year, it was all stay at home tonight and wash your hands and all the different things. And it's probably after dying down since then, and we've realised, that people are trying to ignore the virus now, and they don't want to be told stay at home. Because I kind of have it out a bit late, really, but at least it's there now anyway. Indeed. I had a line in the back pocket for ages, and I said it's only wasted space there, so I said I'd let it out.
Indeed. Cracking stuff, I'll have to say. And, well done on it. But, I mean, in many cases at the moment, it is a situation of staying at home because every place is closed down at the moment.
Yeah, that's right, sure. There's nothing we can do when you stay at home.
Indeed, that's it. And did a matter of interest in the video that you did of it, was that all done remotely?
That was all done remotely, yeah. It was all done inside my house. It was all done.
Absolutely excellent. Well done on very, very, very clever stuff indeed. And have you any more tracks lined up or any more future plans for recording?
I do. I actually managed to get to the studio just before the lockdown, around the same time that I recorded Staying at Home Tonight. So I have the music, the backing track starter for that song now, and it should be out maybe in the middle of the summer.
Oh, great stuff.
It's kind of a rock song. It's not kind of country rock. Maybe it wouldn't be what I'm used to doing. It's kind of a more modern sounding song. The One Can Man is the name of it.
Right. Okay. Well done. At least you're keeping doing things, keeping going, and keeping keeping the music alive despite the fact of the way things are.
Yeah, so that's all we can do. We can try and do our best.
Indeed so. Conor, listen, well done on everything that you've done. Congrats on the success of everything. And listen, wish you all the luck in the world in your course in UCC. And listen, I'm looking forward to getting some new music for you. Great to catch up with you.
Thanks very much, Jerry, and thanks for having me on.
A real pleasure, Conor. Listen, stay safe, stay well, and listen, I look forward to hopefully catch you on stage when it's safe to do so.
Thanks very much. I'll be looking forward to it.